Alright, good morning and welcome back to my garden. We are going to go do a harvest because last night I was Googling and I wanted to find out which kind of peppers you use to make the canned diced green chilies that you can get in the grocery store. And apparently Big Jim is one of those, and I just happen to have 2 bushes of very full of Big Jim peppers, so we're going to get to those. So I brought out my basket and I brought out my snips. They're down in there inside my seat. And we're gonna just clear the whole plant, I guess, because I think if I do that, then it'll get a second flush. And we'll also come over here to the Anaheims, and we'll take whatever's there. I think there's one more Anaheim in this bed somewhere. So let's get to work. That one's really small. We're gonna leave that one. Some ants. We don't eat ants. And if there's any red ones, then I'll put those in my bag of ones that I'm saving to make into paprika powder. Because I don't think the roasted red ones are going to taste quite as good as the roasted green ones do. Oops. I went over to get the Anaheim peppers and accidentally took a branch off, so I'll get the peppers that are on there. Ooh, can you see that? Will that focus? Probably not. It's a little tiny white dot right here at the tip of my finger. That's a lacewing egg. Lacewings are beneficial. They eat bad bugs like aphids, so I'm going to leave this branch in the garden bed and hope that I don't lose that beneficial bug. He's a good guy. There's a few buds on here, so it's sad to miss out on those, but the big bush will be fine still. I'm just going to set this over here. Oh, there's another pepper on there. I missed one. One got cracked, but I have to cut them open to cook them anyway, so we'll be alright. I'll just wash them. Can you hear that? A big flock of birds just flew into the orange tree and they're being very loud. They stopped. They must have noticed I'm here. Alright. Well, I got most of them. I left a few little ones that aren't ready yet. And the Anaheims don't seem to be getting super big before they start turning red, so a lot of the little ones that I picked were those. It's kind of hard to see if there's any more green ones left on there when it's a green plant and green peppers, but if I missed any of them, that's okay. And they turn red, they'll just be turned into paprika, and I like that, so nothing's wasted, nothing lost. And then back here I have the poblano, that little guy hanging down. That one's actually ready. I decided to pick a bunch of those because I think that'll make a good, add some good flavor to my green chili mix. So here's what we got. A bunch of poblanos down here that I put in. Some red Big Jims and some red, actually there's some red Anaheims too, the little one. There we go. That little red Anaheim. But what I'm going to do is take them inside and roast them in the oven and then stick them in a Ziploc bag so that they steam and their skins come off. And probably not today, but eventually I will pressure can them to use in soups and salsas and all kinds of good stuff. I love green chilies. It's like my favorite flavor ever. So ignore my broken glass over here. It got a rock thrown at it by a 7-year-old and I've yet to throw it away, so I'll get to that, don't worry. Okay, here we have all the Anaheim that look very similar, but I noticed the Anaheim are shiny and they're a little bit smaller and darker, and the Big Jim are lighter green and they're really dull. Right now they're wet, so it's kind of hard, but they're more of a matte, not super shiny. So there's all the Big Jim, lots of those. Then I decided to pull in some of the poblanos. And then walking out of the garden, I noticed there were some banana peppers that needed picking. Some of them are not quite ripe or whatever, but they'll be yummy. I just snack on these because whenever I've tried to pickle them in the past, they taste gross. So there's my pepper harvest for today, and hoping that the plants decide to put on some more blooms and give me another big harvest in another month or so. Got them all done. They're cooling down. They're pretty much cool to the touch. And let them sweat in here for a little bit longer, and then I will pull off the tops, get out the seeds, and get off as much of the skin as I can. And then I will stuff them in jars and pressure can them and show you what they look like when they're finished.